Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to do the first part in the new series I'm starting called The Average Review. These are going to be reviews on heroes that I currently own, as I don't have access to the test server or Forerunner server, so just heroes that I own. There's a lot of videos out there about different heroes from other content creators that kind of go into depth, min-maxing heroes, kind of pushing their limits in different content to see where they fall in. These are just going to be average reviews on heroes. Again, ones that I have, as those are the ones I've been able to test. And I'm not going to min-max them. I'm going to see how they fit in onto an average account with average gear, and kind of where they would shine, and you know, if they're, you know, an average player friendly. You know, if you're min-maxing, you know, you could make any hero work. You know, if you're pushing gear stats, you know, really any hero could shine. I mean, there's a few exceptions that wouldn't shine, but these are just going to be, you know, just a genuine, honest review. If a hero, you know, could perform on your team, and you know, with pretty okay gear, and kind of where they would shine, you know, where they would help an account. So today, first hero I'm going to start with is Khamet, the Pharaoh of Decay. I'm going to start with Khamet, my first ever legendary that I ever pulled. So super excited about that. Super excited to do a review on him. So first thing I want to say, I really do love his design. I love the idea of the undead pharaohs. I know Total War did it with the Tomb Kings. Just really cool designs. I really enjoy the thematic. I love the skull that he summons in his hand. Just very, very cool. Going over his skills, so Khamet has some pretty high damage built into his skills, meaning he won't need excellent gear. You don't have to push him in the nicest gear for him to be strong. You know, you want okay, decent gear on him, as you do with every hero, but he's not one that's going to need, you know, to squeeze out every percentage that you can in order for him to kind of put up some good numbers. As you can see, his basic attack does 120% damage, up to 140% when it's maxed out. You know, his obliteration strike does 400% damage. His ult, he does AoE damage for 400% every attack. So he has some pretty high numbers. The big issue with Khamet is going to come from the interval at which he performs these big attacks. So his first hit on any mob is going to be a normal attack. The second hit is going to be this obliteration strike. It deals 400% extra high damage to enemies who have not been attacked, and you'll see it in his attack animation. He throws out his little skull, and then his second attack he slams down his staff, and it does some pretty big AoE damage. When his ultimate is off, every attack is like that. It's that 400% damage. The only problem is his ult has a pretty high cap. You know, it's 1200, 1100 if you got it maxed. He starts off at 600. If you have an Esoterist Lord like Venoma or Raiden, you know, you drop him down with Venoma and he's got his ult up. But he does need some assistance in the rage regeneration department for him to kind of consistently pop it off. But that can be fixed with Hollow if you're lucky enough to have Eloin. But Hollow works perfectly fine with him. I use them together quite a bit. Where does Khamet shine? He's currently pretty good in AoE DPS arena. He was in second place for a while, and then Ardia came out, and then subsequently Boreas. So he's kind of been knocked down a little bit. Anti-air DPS, he is in the top 20. The issue is some of the mobs, or some of the waves, have just like one or two mobs that are pretty strong. So those are the kind of waves that he doesn't really shine on, but the waves where there's like 5 or 6 of the little guys, he can put out some pretty nice damage. He does pretty good in Void Rift. Void Rift has a lot of content where you just need a strong defender like Brokir, Olog. Everybody got Olog for free. And then like Isolde, I mean, Isolde can block up to 5 with the right artifact. And it just gives Khamet a good chance to put out some AoE damage. You know, 5 enemies clumped together, he's going to be putting out some damage on them. But like I said, overall, he doesn't need excellent gear to shine. His skills have pretty high scaling on him. He's a hero that can initially do out some good damage. If you can max him, he can really put out some high damage. He has a wide range. You know, you don't need great gear to make him work. I even used him in Guild Boss for the longest time until I started getting some single target DPS, and he carried me through quite a few of the early Guild Bosses. Overall, on the average review, I'd give Khamet an 8 out of 10. You know, he does slot in very well to some teams. He does perfect AoE DPS for any account. He fits in, he meshes pretty well. Any area with single damage content such as bosses, he does lack a little bit. But he can, if he's the only mage that you got, he can work for quite some time until later game. But anyway, 8 out of 10 is what I rate him. A pretty great hero. He does have very good ratings, very high ratings in Void Rift, very high ratings in Gear Raid. He does work very well, and he is pretty easy to use for the average player. Anyway, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what hero you'd like to see next. If I have them, I'll put out a review on them. If I don't, I'll send you a link to a content creator that did a guide on them to kind of help you in the meantime. Like I said, I plan on doing this for every hero that I have. Kind of doing a little average review on them. That way, you know, if you pull them and you're not trying to min-max them, you know kind of what they're worth. You know, are they worth putting that time into? Are they worth putting any effort into? And Khamet, my boy here, is definitely worth putting some time in. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.